in 12-hour traffic jam news. Submitted by Queen of the North.
Queen of the North.
Oh, that's no.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
He really did not know that.
Season 5, dude. How many times do I have to tell you this?
Fucking sorry.
Steve, it's your fault for being behind.
It's okay. This fool already spoiled the Game of Thrones to me.
The ending?
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it for some nice person who's watching though.
I'm so sorry, Steve. Oh my God.
It's bound to happen. It's too late.
Wait, why are you still on season 5? That was like months ago.
I know, but we've been busy with shit.
I'm so sorry,
real
Steve.
adult
Honestly,
lives.
because of your ass. Thank you.
But honestly, it's kind of your fault if you're like watching Married with Children now.
It's your fault, Tiff.
Wait, why?
Because he's barely watching like fucking Full House.
Because he's thinking about your life.
Because Saturday night, I could have been Thrones.
I got it now. I got it.
Okay.
And he's been crying all weekend.
A couple
People
fake.
don't even know what we're talking about.
They'll put it together. A couple faked a hostage situation in a 12-hour standoff with police.
What the fuck?
Shit.
What is it like? Like, what? You fucking come, like, let her go? No.
Right? Oh man, I'm getting real beat up in here.
So, this is a really crazy story. This happened in Wisconsin.
I didn't know shit went down in Wisconsin.
They usually don't.
Wait, is that where making the murders at?
That's where the
No,
Packers
that
is and nothing else.
That was Arizona?
Did they hold like an apple tree hostage?
Wait, what did you say?
Making a murder.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I thought you said Breaking Bad. Like, I registered Breaking Bad.
Oh no, I made that mistake too the other day. It's New Mexico.
That's what it is.
Bad.
Okay, anyway. So, this thing here, it was really crazy. So, this couple who have a very toxic relationship, they were on their way to go sell some drugs.
Okay.
As a couple is, you know, just you.
So this girl, her name is Kaylin. She is an escort, and one of her clients owed her $1,000.
Okay.
So she and her boyfriend they were planning to use this van to drive to this other place to sell half an ounce of cocaine, 6 to 14 grams of heroin, and
They're into a lot of different businesses.
smaller amount of meth.
They're entrepreneurs.
They have a big.
They're hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean.
And apparently she's a mom, but I don't know how many kids she has.
Any amount is too many at this point.
This guy did he have like a blowjob tab or something that he racked up? Like, hey,
True,
man,
like
you owe me $1,000. It's like,
how does that
Isn't
happen?
she kind of dumb for just accepting it on credit?
maybe. Yeah.
How much are blowjobs on the street?
Yeah.
Joe's like, you're not gonna trap me in this one.
Probably like 50, 20.
Out of all of us here, she's the closest one that worked in the sex industry.
Who?
What?
Me?
Wait, in what?
In what absolute world?
Were you a waitress at a strip club or something?
Hooters?
I was a waitress. I was a. Okay, so you know at strip clubs they have the kind of like the host girls that like wait
Strip clubs?
Like But I did that for like 2 weeks.
Oh, well, that is the closest. That's okay.
A Hooters girl. A Hooters is a family restaurant.
That's the closest thing.
That's what I kept telling
Are you taking your family to Hooters?
Gio.
Children's parties at Hooters.
I've never had a children's party at Hooters.
With horny dads and unaware moms? Were moms aware of what Hooters is?
Yes.
The wings are pretty good.
We don't even look that. We're not that scantily clad.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I was showing way more when I worked at the strip club for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Because I had a bustier. It was like just pushing up these tiny little titties. And then I had these tiny little underwear. And my butt was hanging out.
Gotcha.
Why was that only 2 weeks?
Because I didn't want to be there. It was gross. Some guy kept giving me like $100 bills, but asking me if I would come with him after. And I felt so like rapey. I was just like,
What? That's so much money.
What did he give you the money for?
just talking to me like, do you want to, he was just kind of like, do you want to like go with me later?
Yeah.
Like $100,
All right.
$100.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
I would just keep taking it. Just keep leading him on.
No, I did, but then I didn't want to go back because I was like, this guy's gonna fucking murder me later, you know? Like, I don't know, I didn't have the confidence to.
No, he's keeping a tab in his head. He's like, I paid this chick $2,000.
Like this chick right here kept this lady right here kept a $1,000 tab in her head.
True.
And stole a van.
Yep, so her name's Kaylin, right? And then Nathan is the boyfriend. So they were pulled over by a cop. And that's when things just got ugly really fast. Oh, apparently they were living in this stolen van.
Uh-oh.
And they parked in a state forest.
She probably got a stinky pussy.
Yep.
Probably.
I mean, you've been hoeing all day. I hope you use baby wipes or something.
In unnecessary details by Joe.
Oh, I love it.
Don't you connect the? That makes sense. Don't you connect the dots?
Yeah.
She's living in a van. Where do you shower? She's not doing a fucking pussy bathing thing.
Dude, I'll be honest. When the story started, I thought she had a fairly clean pussy. Her logic is so sound. I now am convinced she has a stinky pussy.
Details and information.
Can you imagine this bitch is like Rambo with 2 guns? Like, I'm gonna get my $1,000. That's the last time I sucked that motherfucker's dick. And then there's like all these drugs in the back, but it's all like there's also baby toys in the fucking sleeping bag, and there's like a fucking basketball bouncing around while they're like on their way, like the A-team to go get this like
The A-team.
Yeah, and they're like, fuck this motherfucker, right? And then they go, "Boo!" And then the cop stops them. They're like, oh fuck! While she's got the stinkiest pussy on earth.
Just to round it all off.
Yeah.
Thank you for setting the fucking scene so I can smell that pussy, dude. Thank you.
You gotta smell.
Smell-o-vision will be a thing in the future.
Sure.
Yeah, so then that's when the cop came over and he walked up to them and ordered them to get out of the car. But instead of getting out, they drove away,
As one does.
beginning a 5-mile police chase that ended when officers threw down a spike strip that stopped the van.
Yep.
So when the van stopped, the couple began hanging up sheets and tapestries to isolate themselves. That's how they reported.
In the van?
In the forest?
No, probably in the van.
in
the
the
windows
van.
of the van.
Getting chased by
On the
cops.
highway. So after 5 hours of negotiations, that's when police fired tear gas into the van.
They should have done this shit earlier.
Well, they didn't because she was saying that they had a baby in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
She's pretty smart.
Yeah, and so during this whole time, she started live streaming on Facebook.
Oh my god.
Trying to go viral too? Dang.
Because so this dude Nathan, right? He kept saying like, so he had a gun and he kept saying like, they're not taking me alive and you're gonna come with me. And so he was putting the gun on her head.
Shit.
And so she was live streaming it because she was like, like people like record this, people like if some shit happens, at least this shit's being recorded. And it was also so to record the police and their interactions with them because she didn't feel safe, obviously.
Just turn yourself in, bitch.
So you could get out of the car.
But she's scared to get out of the car because he might kill
He
her,
took
right?
it too far. No, that was fake.
Yeah, he's not worried about that.
Oh, he's making it up?
Yeah.
I wonder how the cop found out.
Well, they probably watched the live stream. They were like,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
they're just like, oh,
There's
come
no
on,
baby.
we're tear gassing this bitch.
How long did they wait, or like
5 hours or 12 hours.
how did they finally realize
That they were live streaming?
no that there was no baby and then they could just come up and
Maybe from the live stream?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like maybe from that.
Or maybe they got like that heat shit. Like that fucking, that fucking heat thing that you look inside, they're like, there's only 2 motherfuckers in there.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
And there's a,
genius.
yeah.
That's true.
Thermal goggles, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, so Nathan, who has a lengthy criminal record and had a warrant out for his arrest,
Surprise!
he was like, I'm not going back to prison without a fight.
Usually when they're desperate like that,
Yep.
Then what?
it's their last draw.
Fucking born to lose shit.
Yeah, so then like she was telling the people watching the stream that they have a love-hate relationship, that she would do anything for him, but he forces her to do things, and that she's never done anything wrong, and that she did it all for him.
And then everyone who's watching the live stream is like, get off the highway! I'm trying to get somewhere, bitch.
Yeah, because they had to shut down the highway.
So true. That's the shit that pisses me off the most, man.
Right?
I mean, can you do it in like the desert where there's no one really there and then like where it doesn't bother people?
Convenience people.
Yeah.
Have your meltdown somewhere else.
Yeah, like drive far out, like away from traffic, especially during rush hour too.
Or into like a Walmart parking lot or something. There's a lot of space there.
Dude, this morning on my way here,
But not on the weekend.
we're in the middle of a traffic jam and a cop pulls somebody over. They're in the fast lane, so the person has to go across every single lane and then they park on the side, but the side is like part of the street. So it's like, dude, did you have to do this here? You just fucked all of us. We're fucked now.
Is it wrong? Because I don't know about in California, but in Texas, I always just like put my blinker on and I like go on the highway until I can completely exit, and then go somewhere safe. But I don't know if here, are they going to start thinking that you're running from the cops? Because y'all have a lot of like high
If you
speed.
maintain like a reasonable speed.
You're not booking it.
Like,
Yeah,
I
you're
put my blinker on and shit. Like
That's considered as fuck.
I don't want to like wind up on the news like I'm just trying to get off the freeway.
Exactly. See, that's nice.
Cops don't. They
They
prefer
actually
not
want,
to. Yeah,
they
they'll-
want you to get off the freeway.
Because there'll be times when I do pull over and they're like, just exit.
Oh,
And then,
okay, good.
Because, I mean, they don't want to get out of the car. And
Yeah, if they get out, they could get hit. Boom.
Well, this cop didn't care, man. He was down for the extra traffic. I'll tell you that.
So what ended up happening is that the cops shot Nathan 3 times. I don't know where.
Ow.
But as of right now, what they're reporting is that the sheriff's department won't give the lawyer, Nathan's lawyer, any information about whether or not he's alive or he's being held, because there is no reports of him being held. Like, he's not in the jail inmate list, and they're also saying that the medical examiner's office had no record of Nathan Heffernan, and they're saying that at the hospital where he could have possibly been, there is no record of this guy either. So they just don't know. Like, the lawyer doesn't know where the fuck he went.
He turned into a reptile and slithered away.
There we go.
That could happen.
Call back to a different video.
It's an alien.
So the girl, Kaylin, she has been charged with 6 felonies, including bail jumping, fleeing police, and striking a police animal. Oh, because I forgot to mention, she stabbed the canine, like a dog, like the police.
The police dog? Oh man.
Okay, I was chill with all of her crimes until now.
Yeah,
It was
she
probably
stabbed
biting
him.
at her though.
But luckily, the dog is okay. The dog was treated and
She
released.
should go to jail because that's assaulting a police officer.
Exactly.
It is.
Striking a police animal using a dangerous weapon.
Dude, when those dogs get badges,
It's the dopest shit.
it's so funny, man. Yeah. And like, we bestow you the highest honor of police officer. It's just so great.
So this is the crazy ass couple.
Yeah, they look.
Yeah.
Yo, she looks like she's fueled on fucking meth like
That
crazy.
looks like me on a bad day. Straight up,
I don't
y'all.
think this looks like anything near.
That's me in like 10 years.
This is John Belushi.
Who that?
Yeah.
Who that?
Bro, dude, John
Old school
Belushi.
comedian.
Oh, he's old school.
Is he the guy with the eyes? Eyes
Yes, he has the eyeballs. Yeah.
No, the eyes that pop out. Shimmy, that's what.
Oh, no.
No, Stevie Buscemi's different.
She looks like really bad.
What if I look like that in 10 years?
Well, as long
like
as
I
you're
looked
not
at my
doing,
future.
if you're not doing meth, I think you'll go nowhere near that.
Methy can be kind of hot, honestly.
Example.
The chick in that fucking music group, and they kind of have like that methy look. And
What?
You gotta narrow it down for me. My list of music groups.
Okay, is it American pop?
I'm so bad at this.
country?
It starts with a D, I think.
D?
Destiny.
Cat dolls?
Oh, remember a couple years ago when the new Jared Leto Joker was shown, and they were copying that band. That's the band.
No clue.
They were copying the look of that band with his fucking tattoos and
No
shit.
idea.
Okay.
I have no idea, yeah.
Oh, the Australian chick.
Yes.
The one from Chappie.
Happy.
Oh, Dee Antworth?
Yes.
She's not methy. Is she?
Thank you.
She looks like a little alien,
Yeah,
but
but
she's
not
not
meth.
But
mad.
I was just saying that it's kind of hot.
Dude, I'm with you because the first time I ever saw her, I had a nightmare of her. Like, she scared
Yeah,
me.
she's scary.
She's
But
fucking
That guy's definitely methy as fuck.
the guy
Yeah, fuck
is,
yeah,
yeah, for
he
sure
is.
he's method.
So her standing next to him. I mean, they look way worse than Dee Antwoord.
She's a reptilian.
I also know the backstory for this. Yeah, and there's a lot of things.
So, like, if there was no backstory, you'd be like, oh, she's just not having a good day.
Like, if you just like cropped out the if maybe if it wasn't in like a mugshot like kind of thing, like maybe I'd be like,
Everyone looks pretty bad in a mugshot, I think.
Pretty much January Jones without makeup.
That's true.
They look like white trash to me.
She could be pretty attractive, I think.
She could clean up.
She looks symmetrical, very symmetrical.
very.
That's why I was like, that looks like me in 10 years. I'm like,
No.